In previous video, we have been discussed in detail about profit after tax, how to consider profit after tax for a conservative investor and aggressive investor. Next factor to be considered for screening a stock is a return on money invested. Return on money invested. Why this will be very important? Return on money invested is a very important factor which gives a hint about to the investor about share price worthiness. Okay, is it worth to invest in a share or not? Okay, how can we calculate it, this return on money invested? For example, you are investing 100 rupees in a company, or you are buying a shares by paying 100 rupees. What is the return you are expecting? In the sense, not I am saying a price wise return. By using your 100 rupees, what kind of return has been generated by the company? That will be very important. For example, you are invested 100 rupees. If company is not able to make a profit of 5 rupees, then it doesn't make any sense by investing in such companies. Okay, you are investing and it will majority of your investment goes towards a expenditure only. They are not be converted as a profit. Okay, one of the major gauging factor for a return on money invested is a return on equity, ROE. Okay, return on equity. Okay, many of the portfolio managers and fund managers consider a return on equity. Some of them will prefer a 15% return on equity, minimum return on equity. They will prefer company should have a minimum return on equity as a 15%. Few of them argue that they need to have a 30% return on equity. When I analyzed by using 15% or 30% return on equity, the much more we can't get that kind of result. Okay, we need to consider some other factors also along with the return on equity, like book value. Book value is nothing but, okay, book value is nothing but, for example, tomorrow itself company is going to close down. Okay, tomorrow itself company is going to close down. They has to return your money, what you have been invested in terms of buying a share. Okay, they has to return whatever invested money, right? How can they give back that invested money? They has to sell off all their assets. Once they selling off all the assets, first they has to pay for all the debts like bank loans or debentures, bonds. All these things need to be paid first. Then last it comes to whom? Investors, right? Equity investors. Okay, so once the company closing, if they are going to close the company, they need to sell off all the assets. First they need to pay off all the debts, trade payables, bank loans, bonds. After that whatever the amount is there, it will be distributed among equity investors. Okay, that value per share, what it is, it will be said as a book value. That value is nothing but a book value, in the sense after paying all the liabilities, in the sense bank loan, everything, what left with the company to give it back to investors, equity investors, shareholders, called as a book value. So this book value also an important. Few companies are there in a market, they have a negative book value, in the sense even though if they are selling all the assets, they will not able to pay off the loans they have been taken from the banks and bonds, like that. Okay, what will happen is if you invested in such companies, you will be losing entire principal if they are going to close down. Okay, if they are liquidating, or we say that liquidation, in the sense they are going to close out all the business operations. Okay, that particular time it will be very difficult to get back your principal also. For that reason, along with the return on equity, the one more factor we need to consider, that is nothing but a book value per share. Book value per share, for each share, how much they are able to pay at the, if they are going to close down the business. Okay, here for all the 219 companies, we have been taken a book value. Yesterday we have been discussed about a profit after tax. Today we are going to discuss about a return on money, that is nothing but a book value, earning per share, and return on equity. First factor is the return on equity. Okay, here I have been consider return on equity for a 5-year average. We have been taken a 5-year average return on equity. Last 5-year average has been taken as a return on equity parameter. Okay, return on equity is nothing but whatever the profit they have been made, company profit divided by the invested amount. For example, company make a 10 rupees profit and you have invested 100 rupees. If 10 divided by 100 is called as a return on equity. In the sense, you have paid equity as 100 rupees and company generated out of that 10 rupees profit. Okay, 10 divided by 100. Same way, company we can calculate for each company return on equity. It is directly available. This calculate, you no need to calculate, only average you have to do in money control. If you go to money control, any stock you can type. For example, we'll type Adani Port today. Adani Ports. Okay, Adani Ports and Special Economic Zones. Okay, Adani Ports. Okay, here once you loaded the particular share, we have to go to a financials to get the return on equity. We have to go to financials here. Yesterday we have been understood this, how to get it done. Okay, here valuation, after that financials. Okay, here financial, click on that financials, or you can scroll down to financials. Okay, you can scroll down till get financials. In financials, yesterday we referred a net profit by using a income statement, right? Last video we have been referred net profit by using a income statement. Now we have to go to ratios. Go to ratios here. Top 4 slots are there. In that ratios, select ratios. In ratios, we have to select a return ratios. Third one, return ratios. Once you click on that return ratios, the first one is about a 5-year return on equity. Here it is given, return on equity has been given here. Directly you can able to get a return on equity for all the shares. Okay, return on equity. Okay, you have to add all 5, 15 plus, 16 plus, 17 plus, 22 plus, 21. We have to add all 5 this one figures divided by 5. You have to add and divided by 5 to get a average value. Okay, to get the average 5-year value. Add all these 5-year return on equity divided by 5. So that average value you have to write it down. Okay, you have to take all the average value for the return on equity. The one more parameter we have been considered is the earning per share. Earning per share is nothing but here itself in income statement. Okay, in income statement we know that net profit, how much net profit we have been earned. Okay, if this net profit divided among equity holders, that will be called as the earning per share. Number of shares divided by the number of shares. Net profit divided by number of shares are called as the earning per share. In the sense, each share how much profit has been earned. Okay, that value you will get in a valuation. If you click here, valuation, in a valuation section, if you scroll up also, you get a valuation. You will get a earning per share in a second column. Third one is the earning per share. That is nothing but 8.52 rupees. Okay, 8.52 rupees is the profit per share. That value we have to consider for analysis, earning per share. Then it comes to the book value per share. BVS is nothing but book value per share. We already discussed about a book value. Book value is nothing but the amount left out to distribute among investors after paying all the loans, everything. Okay, that amount per share, in the sense the total amount is there. If you divide it by number of the shareholders, then we will get a book value per share. That details also here itself, book value per share. There is a per share book value. You can observe here how much it is, 96.95 rupees. That is the per book value per share. Each share worth, you will be get it back if it is closed immediately. You will get back 96.95 rupees. But what you are paying today, if you are buying this company, 342.6 rupees. Okay, this is what you are going to pay today. But immediately if it is closed down, then only 96.95 rupees you will get it. Okay, this is the valuation, over valuation will be happen. Okay, because of that this difference will be there. Okay, so this is one thing we have to understand. In the sense, book value per share we have to consider. Okay, positive book value per share and positive earning per share are important for a company selection. Okay, book value per share. The last one we have to calculate. We have to calculate ourselves. How to calculate return on book value? Return on book value. How to calculate a return on book value? Just type, okay, earning per share, that is nothing but 83.93 in your calculator. Earning per share, that is the 83.93 divided by book value per share. Book value per share, that is the 238.37. How to calculate this is nothing but 35.21% you will get. Okay, how to calculate this book value per share? How to calculate return on book value? Return on book value, how can we calculate it? We have to divide earning per share, that is nothing but 83.93. For any company you can take those companies earning per share. Okay, earning per share. Okay, earning per share 2.58 is the earning per share for the SBI divided by book value per share 262.75 is a book value per share. That gives you the return on book value. Return on book value, that is gives you the percentage. Multiply by 100 will gives the return on book value. In the sense, how much you are getting actually. That is what you will get. That return on book value is what you will get. Return on equity is nothing but what kind of profit they are doing by using your money. Okay, return on book value. Okay, so these factors are important, okay, for analyzing in terms of return on money invested. Return on money invested. Okay, in next video we will be discussing about how we can screen out for a conservative investor, what way we can consider return on equity and book value per share, or the return on book value for aggressive investors. Okay, what parameters need to be considered for a conservative investor and what parameter need to be considered for a aggressive investor will be discussed in next videos. Okay, first we have to understand about for a stock universe, you have a stock universe. For a stock universe you have to calculate a return on equity. Okay, you can get it average return on equity by using a money control, financials. Here we have to select ratios. Okay, in that ratios, return ratios. In return ratios we have to add up all the return on equity divided by 5 to get it done. Okay, then earning per share, directly you will get it by using a money control. In valuation, okay, in a valuation, if you click here or elevation, here you can see earning per share. Okay, one more thing is a book value per share also, we will get it by directly from the money control. Only thing you have to calculate is a return on book value. Divide earning per share divided by book value per share value. Okay, if you divide these two, you will get a return on book value. So just calculate these things, whatever the shares you have been listed out, just calculate these things. We will come to know about what to be considered for a conservative investor, what to be considered for a aggressive investor.